Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of Deck Showcase. For those of you joining us for the first time, Deck Showcase is a weekly series for the upcoming collectible card game, Total War Elysium, where I will be showcasing one of my decks in the game. This week, we'll be taking a look at a deck for Davout called the Pandora's Box. Now, this deck is called this not because there's any cool mysteries behind the deck, but rather I decided to combine everything that is extremely overpowered, if not straight up broken, in the game with our new general Davout, and showcase it all together in this one deck and just let all the madness come out of Pandora's Box. So, with that said, let's first take a look at the deck itself. So as you can see, this deck has no central theme, but rather from the cards we can see multiple individual combos being utilized. Some of these might be familiar to those who have watched previous deck showcases. For example, you might notice the Vigilant Watch plus About Face combo that was used in the Marie Antoinette deck called You Move, I Win. There is the Aide-de-Camp, which can heal your general and the opponent's general both to full. So after a daybreak, this is a great reset card. There also is the new Recruit card, which we featured recently in our latest Theorycraft Thursday, talking about what type of cards might we want to get a copy of, and that's going to be on full display in this deck, as the main combo and the most broken combo in this deck is the Supply Trains and Camel Nomads combo. So this combo that costs about 7, 2 for the Supply Train and 5 for the Camel Nomads, will reset your hand and the opponent's hand by allowing you to shuffle every card back in and draw back that many cards for both you and your opponent. And that can affect multiple things. Drawing your hand back gives you supplies for Supply Train, as every card drawn will give you additional supply from Supply Train. In addition to that, if you have the mounted Brigand on the field, every card your opponent draws will increase this card's attack by 1. So there's some internal synergies there. And you have cards like Vineyard that's added into the deck to create supply catches to speed up when you can utilize this combo. And usually you have a pretty big hand when you use this combo, simply because Davout does not play a lot of cards because he likes to keep card in hand. That's his main playstyle, as he has a signature card that can spawn structures on the field, and you can utilize cards like Garrison, which becomes unbreakable if there are structures adjacent to it, which is another very overpowered technique that we can utilize in this deck. And then other legendary cards such as Pyrrhic Victory can be utilized on top of that. And since we're bringing False Dawn to get an active trigger on Aide-de-Camp at any time, we can also combo that with Saboteurs to punish opponents with big hands by damaging them directly with Saboteurs, which usually can only deal damage during daybreaks, but with False Dawn you can trigger it at any time. And the remaining pieces of this deck are a bit of board clear with Sudden Barrage and tons of card draws, because like we mentioned, you want a big hand. So Fresh Order, Menace, Messenger, Crackshot, all will help you draw cards, and you can generate cards artificially with New Recruit, as every single unit on the field will get a duplicate copy that costs 1 with 1/1 stats back into your hand, which is a great way to reuse combos that you have on the field. So Supply Train and Camel Nomad are both units. When you do play this combo, as long as you have 5 cards remaining in your hand, you will redraw 5 cards and gain 5 new supplies. And since we are going to be taking all our combo cards every single day, there's a high chance of drawing a new recruit. And playing the new recruit on the same turn will refresh the combo by adding the 2 cards that you need back into your hand for a grand total cost of only 2 in the next turn. And if you keep adding new recruits into your deck, you can repeat these combos infinitely. And they become even stronger on each repeat use, as your Supply Train, each Supply Train on the field will provide you 1 supply per card drawn. So multiple Supply Train on the second use of the combo will give you double the supply you otherwise would have. and this deck just becomes out of hand at that point. And we're going to showcase it here today with a couple games. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this, and this will definitely get nerfed. If not in an emergency hotfix in the coming week, then definitely the November update at the beginning of next month, because Camel Nomads' interaction with supply train is definitely not the intention of the designers when they created the card, as they didn't see this combo as possible. I think they might have seen the mounted Brigand into Camel Nomad, as that is quite on curve, but the refund of the supplies on top of new recruits, which gets you another copy of them, just completely shatters the game. Of course, I think Camel Nomads can still be played, as one of my suggestions is just not to count the cards being redrawn as drawing cards. Just think of it as a shuffle and don't trigger any draw effect, and the card would not be as broken, and it will still allow the usage of the design, which is to get rid of planned cards, as it will make all plans card go unplanned, and you can still have some interesting tactics with this card without nerfing it completely to the ground. But that's a discussion for another time. So with that said, let's jump into game and take a proper look at how this deck is utilized. Alrighty, so we're gonna take this deck for a spin, and it's called Pandora's Box because it contains all sorts of things that are needing to be nerfed, and the strategy is just cancer in my opinion, and some of the cards definitely need a change. Now, it's not something that's broken for Davout. He is actually rather weak as a new general, but many of these very exploitative things that currently exist in the game works very well with high health generals and works very well with Empire generals. So Davout automatically became the perfect candidate for this strategy. And we're going to showcase it in a couple games here, as you will soon see how toxic this deck can be, and how toxic some of these strategies even by themselves can be, and let alone having them combined here in one deck. Let's see what we have in terms of who we draw. And we have a Zhuo deck. Okay. Rather shocked that we have another high health generals. Not every day you see Zhuo being played. And the core tenet of this deck, the most broken thing right now in the game, is the Camel Nomad. So Camel Nomads is this card right here that allows you to shuffle both your and your opponent's hands into their deck and redraw that many cards. It's being combined with Supply Train to give us fresh supplies because all our cards will return. To speed up this 7-cost combo, we will take Vineyard. We'll also take Freshwater to make sure we can draw the combo out on the first day. Same reason for Menace. And on top of that, we get Mounted Brigands, which if we force the opponent to draw their hand, this will increase attack every time. For safety, we'll take a Pyrrhic Victory. For some value, we'll take a Messenger. And for the last card here, we have some choice of taking a new recruit, which actually allow us to return the cards on the field back to our hand to repeat the combo immediately, because those new cards will only cost 1. So it's rather insane once we get rolling. Let's see how fast his deck is. Okay, he didn't put it on the right card, so that will be nothing there. We don't need to do anything in the beginning except for take a beating. In this case, we don't even have to take a beating because Zhuo is not the type to beat people up. So an attendant. Maybe it's a combo boosting deck? In my mind, there's only one good version of Zhuo, and that's the one we showcased a long time ago. All the other ones I feel like either runs out of draws or have no finishing power. Alright, we have our main combo in hand. It would be nice if we could get a Vineyard next turn, or at least Freshwater. But right now we'll just use our passive to place a Palisade on the front to give the Swin Attendant something to hit. The whole idea of reshuffling hands make us want to keep a big hand size, which also works very well with Davout's passive of when we have 9 cards or more, all allies on this line will gain +1/+1, so they will synergize quite nicely. Oh! A random unit will move forward. This is not a unit. but this is. That works. This will automatically move forward, right? Oh no, at the start of each player's turn. So he'll move forward next turn. We'll get hit this turn, he'll be ready to attack next turn. We drew another Menace from our reserves. Okay. So no Vineyard means our combo is going to be slowed. We did go second, so that means we can play it on turn 6, or when we have 6 supply, not turn 6. The turns are much higher number than that. He's going to utilize the free move as well. Although it's random, what if this moves up? Alright, we'll take a board clear. We'll take the About Face plus Vigilant Watch combo that we featured as part of our Marie Antoinette deck, which in my opinion is also very broken. We have the False Dawn into Saboteur or False Dawn into Aide combo, which we will take right now. Not Saboteur though, Saboteur is not going to be that useful. We'll take a bit more card draw. We have the new recruit, so we don't need to take our original combo one more time because we can just get a copy from that. We will take another new recruit, however, and then card draw here, and then play some more card draw for value. There's also the insane Garrison Unbreakable next to structure combo that Davout can use, so we have a lot of things that we can utilize in this deck. A lot of very broken things, which is why this is called Pandora's Box. Alright, now we can get free supplies, and we can speed up our combo to next turn. What do we want to kill? I don't want to hit him because we have a chance to heal everyone. I'm just going to kill this, get the most value out of our unit, and we're going to keep him in the front to keep our Vineyard safe. And that's it. And I believe we get +1/+1 because that's our 9th card. Yep. Now we don't have to use the combo next turn. We can wait. If he plays too many of his hand, which I think he is getting to that point, I can Pyrrhic him instead. We can let him develop the board maybe. Actually no, I don't want him to develop anymore in case he has join forces, which will help him draw cards depending on how many units he have on the field. That's usually a good way to refresh for these minion decks. So I'm going to utilize one of our supplies and Pyrrhic this right away. And that's it. As we patiently await any further developments. Messenger, okay. I mean, right now it feels like there's nothing too threatening to the point where I don't want to play my combo just yet. I'll punch him. Because the bigger hand we have, the better our combo will be. Now our hand's going to reach max because we'll get a supply cache and then draw the next card. So just be mindful here. We're going to utilize it next turn. There's 8 cards in our hand. We're going to play 2 cards next turn to kick off the combo, reducing our hand size to 10. Well, actually 9, because this one doesn't count as a redraw, and there'll be 7 cards next turn here. So that means there will be a total of 17 cards being redrawn, and we need to make sure out of those 17, when we redraw for 10 or 9, we need to get another new recruit. That's the chance we're taking here. So supply train into Camel Nomad, and now we shuffle everything back in, and we are drawing a fresh new hand. And for every card we draw, which is night card in this case, we'll pick up a supply thanks to supply train. And if one of those 9 cards happen to be new recruit, or potentially something that can help us draw new recruit, there we go. we would play the new recruit. Let's look at our hand size. We're at 10. We get 2 cards back when we play it, so we'll be at 11. And we will play this exact same combo again. And now we refresh double the amount of cards we draw because we have 2 supply trains. And we can reset our combo one more time back into our hand. Now this time we get 4 cards back, so we gotta watch out because that will make our hand exactly full. So just make sure before you play it so you don't burn any cards. And we're not gonna play this last copy. The last copy is a reset copy when we need to use it again. Instead we'll play a Mountain Brigand so our hand doesn't blow up. We need to play something else because we get 2 supply. We get another thing here. So let's first push him back to keep us safe. I don't need to draw. We will blow up his back line just to buy us a little bit of time. That way our hand doesn't explode in terms of hand size. And we're good. As he draws extra cards from the Triumph, we get extra attack on the Mounted Brigand. Now he has some sort of hand size, we can introduce the Saboteur combo. New recruit's always useful to reset combos. We don't need to take these same combo cards again because of new recruit. We can introduce a Garrison, we can get another board clear combo, draw another random card. Actually, I don't even need that. I'm going to take Crack Shot, Sudden Barrage for raw damage. This is quite powerful. And then just draw cards is decently good. You always want to keep the combo in hand in case they have some sort of board clear. Pyrrhic Victory, no quarters from Ancient, regime change, or they can just give up, seeing that you have this combo in hand for 2 more times. And let's go again. Let's go take it for another spin. Alrighty, let's see who we got this time. Let's pick someone aggro. Ooh, Guthrum. Okay, a good mixture of aggro and late game and control. Guthrum's pretty strong in my opinion. He's very hard to play as, but if you know him well and play him well, you can definitely have a very strong deck. But against our deck, being so cancerous, I don't think anything stands a chance. Same idea here. First we pick up our combo. New recruit is also part of that combo. Vineyard to speed it up. Early body plus potential value from drawing cards, and since he is playing Guthrum, I am scared of shields, so we'll take a Pyrrhic, because Pyrrhic can just remove those units. 2 draws to make sure we can get our combo out. And then for the last card here, definitely Mounted Brigand, pretty good value early on, and also can work well with our combo if we play everything on curve. We got 2 of the 3 pieces, that's quite nice, and we're just going to end turn. There's never anything to do on turn 1. Maximum value from Night Fighter is going to be able to punch me twice with that. Potentially with extra damage, so 4 and 5 would take 9 damage from him, 2 more from him, that's 12 damage. A little too much, but we'll put up a wall for him to hit. That should negate 4 damage this turn. Assuming he has nothing else from hand. Maybe a stray arrow to that. Be a pretty big investment of stray arrow, but we'll see. Nope, no stray arrow, just save us a bit of damage. Now this does present a problem, because that limits how long our Vineyard can survive, but even if that's the case, I would like to get at least 2 supplies from it. That's 1 right now. If he cannot remove it this turn, we'll get another one. And we definitely need to get our Camel. The worst case scenario would be Camel not being drawn. We'll just get 1 then. That card's going to return to his hand at the beginning of turn. We can play Mounted Brigands. But there's a big problem. In here is a Freshwater. a Camel Nomad. And the last card is Freshwater Camel Nomad Messenger. Okay. So that's pretty unfortunate because we can't do much about it. We have to buy time and hope we get lucky with the day 2 draws. We do have some safety here. And this does present us with pretty good value up front. That will go away, so he has to trade with just this unit. And we should have 2 attack when he draws. So in this case, we have to take another Camel Nomad, just because we don't have it in hand. I'll take another new recruit, set on Barrage, Crackshot for Pikeman, which I believe he should definitely be running. And Freshwater to draw cards, Menace to draw cards. For the last one, About Face combo with Vigilant Watch. Do we want to keep this in hand just to be safe? Will we lose that many health this turn, this day? Probably not. We probably won't lose that much health. I'll take a Messenger. He could trade both of them into that with a boost from his signature card, or he doesn't. Okay, so we get to keep this alive. Interesting, because it becomes 3. He did the order wrong. He took more damage than he needed to. I'm gonna push this back. Kill the range. Let the general trade into us, I guess. And then place a wall. Make sure the general trade into us. And we're just stalling now until we get a camel. I mean, he's probably going to do this trade, but then we keep our wall. Oh, never mind. He has more cards in hand. See, a lot of shielded units, so Pyrrhic is pretty necessary, but we're going to hold on to this as long as possible until he develops his board a bit more, or else we might risk destroying things only for him to replay things. Finally get some draw cards. Still no camel. At least we can crack the shield and then Sudden Barrage him next turn, but 2 camel out of 5 right now in here. And we have no reliable way of drawing it because we played both of our Freshwater. There's one more Menace and 1 Crackshot. That's 2 draws in here. Watch him play a card that gives everyone shield again. We're gonna About Face combo and kill these, assuming he doesn't play the... There we go. But even if he plays that, we move them back, take out all their shield. If they want to move back into our line, they will take 2 damage, which makes them useless. Hello. Alright. We'll stand on the front. We have our combo in hand. We're good to go. Let's just save up some cards so that we can maximize the number of draws we will have. If he plays both of these, we'll Pyrrhic. Time to Pyrrhic. Ooh, we missed that guy, but still a good time to Pyrrhic. We have our combo in hand. We just are interested in more new recruits to guarantee the draw. Sudden Barrage might not even be needed. Card draws are good. I'm not sure if we need a heal, but a board clear would be nice. That same combo worked very nicely. And then at this point, I might take a Conceal in case we don't draw the heal, and then a sudden Barrage. The Saboteur combo is really meant for killing other Camel users, because then they will keep a big hand. We'll first get rid of this. We can move back, play this, and that's it. Notice how we lost the 9 cards, but our health didn't go down. It was 115, and we're 015 because we're below maximum health. Get ready. No need to rush our combo if we have the advantage on the board. Notice we go back to 15, we play 1 card, we stay at 15. If we drop it, so watch this. Oh no, it didn't happen. I thought that's how it worked. I could be, okay, I'm wrong then. I guess you cannot heal that way. I got so excited. Then we were 116 before? I'm curious, because I believe I was 115. You haven't even seen our Camel combo yet. He's still very hopeful. We have the very annoying combo here again. I'm going to play this first just because I know he can't answer it because of the cards he have in his hand. And that way, when we play our new recruit next turn, assuming we have the redraw of it, we'll be able to... Might as well play another one. We'll be able to pull back more cards that are helpful to us back into our hand. I think it's time. I'm going to do this first though, just for fun. We'll get a card back so it's not going to interfere with our combo. And then we're going to play this into Camel Nomads. Refresh our hand. Get 6 back, draw 6 cards. And we're going to hope for a new recruit. That's the first card. Second card. We have so many copies of it. 3 cards. And then we're going to play it, which will help us build up our hand, as well as refresh the combo by giving us another Camel Nomad, which we can play. There we go. They realize what's going on, and it's over. And let's play it again.
Show your mettle. To arms!
Alrighty, we got a Tall deck. Okay. Same idea. He is also very sturdy. I don't think that will change our decision making here. The only card that you could potentially consider to change is the Pyrrhic. But I think having a Pyrrhic early is always a nice backup card in case the opponent goes crazy with board development. And you can just punish them with it. We do have the draw, which is nice. We have 1 piece of our combo. We need the other 2. Vineyard would also be nice. Oh, we have our combo. Perfect. He can come hit us, no problem. So it's looking like we're probably not going to be able to play Vineyard. Which means... we can play our combo on 6. He's also not playing anything. Tun Tian would be a good card right now on 3. Nothing. No armed recruiters. Movement card. I mean, whenever I see a Cao Cao deck, I'm imagining Parthian cavalry coming out with open field in the late game. And we definitely need a few sudden barrages to kill those. Okay, so this is different. Now I don't need to draw because I have my combo. I know we're missing new recruit, but that's okay because new recruit has to come out after the combo anyways because it has to be a redrawn portion. So we want to play this now. And to make sure we keep it safe, we move our general forward. And that way we can speed up our combo. Ooh. He's trying to kill this. We'll protect it with Menace. So he has quite a big hand. Crack shot. I'm tempted to take Saboteur, but definitely another new recruit. Draw cards is nice. I don't think I need aid. Barrage in case he's playing Parthian cavalry. This also kills Parthian cavalry. Once Vigilant Watch is on board, Parthian cavalry dies. And might as well take this gamble because he has pretty big hand size for a non-camel user. We have a lot of layers of safety here. I could gamble that he wouldn't want to trade this into our mounted brigand, which would be a 3/5 by his turn, and he would just kill this, which I'm okay with because I don't want that many supply catchers. It ruins your hand size. So I think we can play this, and the high value of him having so many cards on the redraw makes this pretty insane. And we'll boost it up by 1 with the extra supply catch we get. So it will be 2/6 into a 3/6, which I don't think he would want to take the trade. He will take the free trade into the Vineyard first. He could also demoralize. Ah, it's a stone bridge deck. Okay. He's just holding on to... Oh, I'm so shocked. He went for the general. And he didn't develop his board. Okay, alright. Never mind. Played right into our hand then. We'll play our supply train. 2 supplies. Into Camel. Hope for a draw of either card draws or... New recruit would definitely be the one we're looking for. We'll have enough damage to kill the stone bridge because of the redraw that we forced him to take, and we got the combo. Now we cannot do it right away because this time we don't have enough supplies, but at least we have the refresh of the combo. He had a chance to kill us. He didn't take it. He's gonna lose that little toy. And we have 8 cards in hand right now. End turn, 9 cards, everything get boosted by 1. And he surrendered. That's how strong this deck is. Alrighty, let's play one more.
Show your mettle.
Hoping for a more early aggression deck to give us a little bit of pressure, because we haven't been forced to use aid at all. Things have gone as smooth as possible, with surrenders left and right, simply because this combo is such a toxic one to play against, so I do feel for them, and I don't intend to use this deck anymore after this showcase. The deck is gonna be destroyed afterward. But before then, let's have some fun. Let's see who we can find here. Alrighty, we finally found someone. Let's see who the lucky individual is. I would also like to see, other than aggressive deck, another deck that uses Camel. Which is possible with any Empire General, so Napoleon's a possibility, Marie is a possibility, and of course another Davout would be another possibility. But we got ourselves a Napoleon. So the same setup here. And for the last card, it's the only one we really have to think about. Against a Napoleon, I think we don't even need Pyrrhic. I think Sudden Barrage does everything Pyrrhic does, but maybe even better because of structure killing. I want to take that instead. I don't think Napoleon does... Oh, never mind. We have another win. Let's do it again.
Show no fear.
I think everyone has caught on that Camel Davout is just not fun to play against. But anyhow, let's see who else we match up here. Early aggression. They might think they can burst us. So in this case, Lagertha, being very well known for her early aggression, will take Aide as our last card, rather than Pyrrhic or Sudden Barrage, because we don't need to clear their board, we just need to survive. Because Lagertha herself often carry enough damage to do the killing blow, so we definitely need to heal. And that would be a good enough deck for us. The only good thing about playing against Lagertha is it's very hard for her to trigger raid on you because you do no attack. So it's hard for her troops to become injured. Oh, never mind. No one wants to play against us. That's when you know the deck is truly cancerous. Alrighty, let's see who we got this time. The same Lagertha? I'm not sure. I don't even remember the code. N6S? Maybe. Wonder if they will play us. She is going second, so getting supply catch helps the Lagertha deck out a lot. Not sure if that's enough to sway them into playing us, but we'll see. At least they're taking the time to pick their cards. If they were just going to surrender, they wouldn't do this. Okay, we got ourselves a game. We have two pieces of our combo, but we're missing a very important piece in the supply train, so we're going to wait for that. Okay, Night Watch would be a really strong card. Or is it called Night Watch? The 3/3, 2 cost, goes back to your hand during daybreak. Night Fighter, that's what the card is. Why play on the back line though? Maybe we have a new player. I mean, I'm not going to play this to help them trigger raid. If they're going to play on the back line, we will hang out in the back line too. We're still missing our combo, so that is also concerning. I'm gonna assume this is a new player, and I feel so bad we're using the combo on them, but this is the showcase after all. They didn't attack. Okay. We have the combo. We're good here. So I feel really bad, but you know what? We're gonna surrender. I don't want to do this to a new player. Whenever they finish picking their card, we'll queue up with someone else. Oh, they did it first. Anyhow, let's continue. Hopefully we find someone who is slightly more experienced. Alrighty, we found ourselves another opponent.
Vive la France!
Napoleon. Slightly higher rank. No mercy. Let's go. I think for this, we'll probably take Sudden Barrage out of these 3 flex cards we have. Let's see if they move the can't. Yep. Okay. They're experienced. They know what's going on. We're just gonna chill for a while here. Alright, we'll give him something to hit. Other than our face. Ooh. Very early move to movement combo. We have our combo ready. We're in no rush to play it. Make ourselves a little tankier. I could move up, but that'll take 2 damage. And the card we're missing is Menace. That's the card here. Oh, too bad this is not a unit. That's a calibrated ordnance, I'm guessing. Pyrrhic seems useful at this point. This combo would not work very well for us right now. Crackshot will be useful to remove his Vigilant Watch. Draw cards. I don't think I need a heal. I'll take another new recruit to increase the chance of us drawing again. And I probably need another one of these. We might need to bomb them twice. And then finally, we'll just take a messenger. I guess we will take the combo just to use it on him, since he's clearly trying to utilize that. We have 10 cards. We can go to 11. Crackshot in hand. We'll remove that next turn with Crackshot. That's all we really need to do at this point. We don't need to play Vineyard to force the calibrated ordnance. We don't need to get the extra supply. We're totally fine. We can wait till 7 to play it, because we have no pressure of getting killed. Yes, please draw cards. Ooh. Interesting health boost, rendering our Sudden Barrage pretty useless. Never mind, he decided to injure his own units. But I think I just want to get rid of this one. Now the problem is we have a full hand. I don't really want to burn a card, and we can definitely Pyrrhic next turn, so I'm going to burn away the supply catch. Quite wasteful, but that's fine. We'll threaten the cannon and see what he does. Okay, that solves the cannon pressure. I feel like it's not enough on board to really justify a Pyrrhic usage right now. And we also have a lot of health, so I feel like we can potentially just play this to force him to trade into it. I have no intention of keeping it alive. And we can build a wall just for fun. Offer him a target up here while we can boost everyone's health. The funny thing is, this is dragging all his range unit to the front, which allows it to attack our unit, but in this case, renders it useless with the heal from the +1/+1. And then on our turn, it'll get moved back to the front because of this. He's going to calibrate plus round shot it? Or... oh, this one's not calibrated ordnance. What is this? Alright, it's combo time. He has 5 cards in hand. We are going to play our combo now. Hope we draw a new recruit. There we go, first card. We'll play it right away. Gonna be a lot of animations. You just gotta keep putting the orders in, because timer is gonna go. Alright, rinse and repeat with this portion of the combo. I don't even want to use that one. We'll use that as extra card draw for supplies, because we get 2 for every card played. And that's 20 supplies on this turn, as his attack will go off the charts again. And we have new recruits once again. We gotta check hand size though before we do it, because there's so many cards out there. So first we gotta play some cards. Let's blow up his front line. Should have probably moved the horsey up before we did that, but it's fine. We're running out of time. Draw some cards. Oh, another supply wagon. We have 9 in hand, way too many units out there. Punch him to put him on last gasp. I'm gonna play this for safety and then copy as many as cards as we can back into our hand. And we're good. Now we're gonna try to kill him with Saboteur. That would be very fun. And we can probably just do some damage card. Use this combo on him since he had it ready for us. And play another new recruit. 3 more card. Draw cards. Draw card. Draw card. He needs to have Pyrrhic. About face combo. I believe damage is applied to both sides. That's why we must rush that. before we ended our turn on the new recruit. That way we always have the combo back in hand. Oh, we could have used Southern Barrage, that would have helped. It's nice these only cost 1. And I think I'm gonna play this one that's full health. Yeah, and then this. And all his planned cards, except for this one, would be gone every time we do that. Oh, please let me draw. Saboteur, Saboteur. We didn't get it. We can still get it though. Push for this to go up. And then a bunch of animation on that one. I really want a Saboteur False Dawn, but nope, didn't work there. We pull him up. Ah, we didn't get it. Alright, we're not going to drag this on any longer than it needs to be. There we go. And I think that's a pretty good idea of this deck. I'm not going to play it anymore. I think it's just way too broken. Too many things that's wrong with this deck. Mainly the combo of Supply Train with Camel Nomads. The fact that you redraw the card. I think the mechanic is interesting. And maybe if they reword it where it's a shuffle but not a draw, then it wouldn't be as broken. Because then you can't combo it with this, and you also can't combo it with this. Which, in my opinion, you might think, then what's the point of the card? Well, the point of the card has always been to have a refresh of your hand and also mess up your opponent and then mess up all the planned cards, right? If you have planned cards that's been in your hand since the last day, you reshuffle that, then it's no longer planned. So the easiest fix is to not consider the new cards card draws. Therefore, it doesn't synchronize with Mounted Brigand, which is not a major problem. It's definitely strong. We got it to 14 attack in 1 turn. And it's hard to remove this when we play it on curve. So even without the Supply Train combo, right? We repeat that combo with Supply Train. But even without Supply Train combo, if you just play Mounted Brigands on 4 and then you combo that into Camel on 5, that's still very powerful. This will become easily, 6 damage, 7 damage. 7/5 cavalry on turn 5 that can attack. Very, very strong. And you also get another 4 or 5 cavalry that can flank. So that's pretty tough to deal with. But right now, this is pretty cancerous. We didn't even get to use all the small component. If we ran into a deck that used the similar idea of holding a large hand, we just take Saboteur plus False Dawn every time. And you can imagine we can not only do about 10 to 12 damage per False Dawn, we can also replicate Saboteurs with new recruits so that we get another copy, because each copy is another set of damage. Do it right before daybreak, they're dead, because you can set this up to knock them to last gasp right before the daybreak. They draw 2 more cards from last gasp, daybreak happens, this triggers, they die instantly. So it's a very, very strong idea. It's another very broken idea because it's unpreventable. There's no counterplay to this. There's no counterplay to the combo of Camel Nomads because everything's happening on your turn. The strongest thing that's counterplaying it is the fact there's a turn timer. And with new recruits, you don't ever need to take this combo more than once because you can replicate the combo back into your hand for a cost of 2 because the train and the camel become 1 cost each. And you don't really care what value you get out of the cards because you're using it to refresh all your supplies, to play out everything, and to draw out all your cards because we have so many draws. We have Crackshot, we have Messenger, we have Fresh Water, we have Menace. So it becomes pretty unstoppable as we progress. And with supplies, we can just draw a ton of cards. and then refresh those cards with new recruits to pull the combo again, to refresh the cards in our hand back with new cards from our deck until we exhaust the deck and it just gets out of hand. So hopefully this can show you some of the cool combos that was introduced with the new cards being added with Davout, and we got to use Davout, which has always been my goal because I've been testing him out since his release, and most of the deck are pretty poor on him. We finally found a deck that utilized having a lot of cards and also kind of used his signature ability and his design of 0 damage and 30 health. It's not the deck I had imagined for him when he was released. I thought we could have a structure artillery deck, but running into cavalries with that deck is just painful, so we're gonna go with this one instead. Hopefully you guys enjoy this showcase, and we'll see you all next week. Bye!